Okay, y'all, I'm going to do something really quick because I talked to y'all about this. And so I want to just quickly record it. I don't know where this is going to go in the vlog and whatnot, but I'm excited because we talked about this and now it's here. And so I want to, it came like in the nick of time, and we're just going to do something real quick, okay? A couple of videos back, we talked about the bean screen that I got from Target and how I called the replacement parts phone number, and I just asked for additional parts and they granted them. And I was thinking about it the other day and I'm like, man, they hadn't sent those parts, and I was thinking to call back, but I said I'll wait a little longer. Guess what? The parts came in. So we're going to go ahead and plant some things. These are the hangers and they did send 4. So when I get customer service like this, y'all, and I love how they didn't recycle the box too. They didn't just made a box. I love that. But when I get customer service like this, it makes me want to continue using the manufacturer, which was Room Essentials. This is not sponsored, but I'm just happy with this customer service. Room Essentials at Target, they made this bean screen and the table that, like, the table is like the, I don't know what they say, the elephant in the room that I just have not talked to y'all about because I haven't had a video with it yet. But anyway, I just love that the manufacturer stuck to what they said. I requested these parts. I just told them I just needed extra, and I got them. So let's plant. I have y'all in the shade because it is hot and my product came at the heat of the day, but I wanted to film this. So I have on gloves because I have some black cow in here, and I'm going to mix the strawberry fields with it to make the potting soil I like for these bean screen planters. Because they're in the sun, I want them to retain moisture but not be too soggy. And if I used all black cow, they'd be too soggy. And if I used all potting soil, it would dry out too quick. So I found this half and half mixture works well, but I've boosted it with my organic fertilizer, which is dried chicken manure and some nitrogen. So I'm gonna use my gloves because this chicken manure smells foul. I'm gonna add in the strawberry fields. And this potting mix has been fantastic. It holds enough water where I only, it's rained quite a bit, so I'm only really watering out here probably 3 times a week. I pack the soil because you know that soil settles when you put it in pots. Okay. Got that done. I'm gonna have to wash my hand off. Oh, it's real dry. Yeah, I did not clean it. I read mixed reviews about washing it not to wash. I chose not to wash the dirt off of it. So he's gonna go work with it and we'll catch back up. Okay, y'all, let's see where we're going to place these new pot holders on this stand. So I kind of have a diagonal situation going, and I'm wondering, oh, spiders love it. And I like to have the little spiders. Okay, but anyway, since I have a diagonal, I think I'm going to continue with it with the diagonal because that gives each pot growing room. So this one is like 3 down from the top pole, so I think I'm going to put this one about right here, kind of towards the edge more. And I'm going to do the same with this one. And then these towards the bottom, I'm going to do as well. But I think instead of having them all the way on the bottom, like those, I'll have them a little bit higher up. So that was 2 rows down. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. 2 rows down. Ah! Oh, I hope I don't have a defective one. There it goes. Okay, let's place the pots and then we'll see how it looks, if we like it. I place all the these are self-watering pots, so I place the little holes towards the outside. So just the bottom will be empty for now. I think maybe it just looks too detached, so I'm gonna move these up. Okay. I love how that looks. So what am I going to plant in the new pots? I'm glad you asked. We're gonna plant some patty pan squash. You guys know from last year, you OGs know this is my favorite squash. Oh yeah. Guys, I always forget to say, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Dominique. My husband's name is Thelonious. We have a mini stead here. By mini stead, I mean we have a garden and some quails. We just enjoy living life. We're kind of in the country, but not really. We're on about 0.83 of an acre, which is pretty big, but it's not as big as I'd like it to be. But we're working with what we have. I have 3 separate garden spaces. So right now we're in the south garden and the south garden lounge we were in earlier. If you see me move my head, it's because there's a fly situation. I don't know what it is. Probably a fly. And then we have the upper garden and the lower garden. And each garden, I'm growing different things this year. So one thing that's unique about the south garden is the citrus trees are up here. But anyway, let's get back to the screen. Okay, so I'm going to plant these patty pan squash, and I want to plant them in the lower too. So I'm going to, because I want to plant these, I'm going to move this pot down here, and that way the squash can kind of fall over that way, and the beans are kind of going up, but I'm trellising them and training them to grow down, and then they grow back up and down and back up. So hopefully the bean vines will cover this entire screen or spill forward or just kind of really cover this in. All right, here we go. I'm going to move this pot and place it down here. And I'll purchase another pot to go up top because I want to plant these patty pan squash low. I'm just gonna pour them all out here because they've been sitting in water for quite a while, and I hope they're still good. And I'm going to plant 4. I don't plan on leaving all 4 in here because they do get pretty big, but just to see if these seeds are going to take off, I'm gonna plant 4, and I'm still gonna have some seed left. So I will take the remaining seed and plant it. Sometimes I plant things too deep, get wild planting things. I have 4 remaining, and they're going to get planted over on the side. Now up here, I'm just going to plant more beans. So I'm going to plant more of these drying beans. And I think that'll be fantastic. So I'm just gonna plant these really quickly. In this soil here, there's already a cucumber growing. There we go. I have got to get out here and water because these guys look terrible. Mulch, because I think it's gonna get well, I know it's gonna get hotter, and just keeping it. I don't want you guys to overheat, but look how beautiful these are. Okay, these are vining. I need to get some snips to cut that. I don't want to break the plant. These are nice and hot. They've definitely blushed 50%, so they're gonna be great. Okay, y'all, I don't want to get the hose over here because my husband's about to grill. So I just went and got a watering can, and I'm gonna water these seeds on in. Here's the sunset runner bean again. It's a beautiful color. I'm only going to sow, I sowed 4 in each pocket, but only 3 popped up. So I guess that's good. But I'm only going to sow 2. I did not soak them this time, so it'll take them a little longer to pop up. I'm just gonna sow 2. I'm gonna sow these towards the front so they can spill forward, because I have something else. I'd like to sow some cucamelons in the back. Those would make a nice tasty snack. So
this is my first time dealing with real garlic. So I'm just gonna cut off this part right here and kind of get rid of these little roots to expose the garlic. But this is my very first time.
ooh, we need to sharpen our knives.
Very first time.
Ooh.
Real garlic. And so I've seen some other people, just kind of do things with it, but this is my very first time. So I'm not nervous, but just in the learning process, in the learning stages.
Okay, so the color is really pretty. Yeah, it has the skin on it, and I believe this is a hard neck garlic because it didn't have a scape on it. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. But inside, that's a beautiful clove, that pink. Beautiful. Okay. The smell is fantastic. This is a little
fantastic
pink one. We ate some fresh, like I pulled it out the ground, and it was still soft. We hadn't dried it or anything, and I cut it up, and what do we eat it in?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but it was good. It was good. So I'm excited to see how this is gonna taste in the 2 dishes he's preparing today. Hello. Oh my gosh, you got the door up. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, you sauteed the greens.
I needed pork fat.
No,
Yes.
they're delicious. Otilio.
Yes.
Wow. I wish I had got a before shot. There's doors.
Man, that is like...
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goodness. It looks totally different.
Oh, wow. Yep. Wow.
It's very different.
Yeah, very different.
Wow. It's a whole room. Okay, y'all, we are heading down to pick berries. It is blueberry picking season in the yard. Okay, guys, so one thing about, gardening is having your garden close by enables you to work on it more. So I'm more inclined to work on the upper garden and the south garden because I frequent them more than the lower garden. So the lower garden right now is suffering from lack of water. So I just need to water. But while I'm out here, I see that I need to have my sons help me kind of put boards over here so we can get this fabric down, because I never did that either. So I'm gonna knock that out. Oh yeah, that one's real long. I wonder what they use that for. Okay, lay that one right here. I think it'll take up the full length. Yep, perfect. And they're gonna go over there on the other side of that planter, and this board can go right in here. Right here, right? Oh, that cinder block can go as well. Okay, so I have neglected to water down here. This is just from lack of water. I also have a major Japanese beetle problem down here. You can see them all held up. Where are they? On that leaf. So I need to put some Japanese beetle traps out as well. I had to use diatomaceous earth down here and 7 dust because yeah, this whole situation here that's growing in here, I don't come out here hardly except to harvest, so we got a whole situation. But as you can see in the back, vine borers got to my other one, and I'm trying to save this one, so I just took drastic measures and went ahead and used some 7 dust on it. Normally I don't use that type of stuff, but hey, I wasn't gonna have anything. So I've got some growing. Corn is looking great. It's already over knee high. So all the guys are harvesting blueberries. They are very ripe, and they are ripe everywhere. So all the guys are over here. I'm gonna get a box and start harvesting green beans. Many hands makes light work in whatever you're doing, but whenever you have a family, our family is currently a family of 6. So 3 biological kids, and we're foster parents. And so, yeah, we got a lot of people, and so growing a lot of food is paramount to that. But the success lies in, it's not just me doing the gardening. Now I do the majority of the planting and the tending, but when harvest times comes, I definitely need the help of the family. So these green bean plants are full. And if you remember, I planted over 200. This was square foot gardening. So not only do I have the green bean plants, but I also have yellow cipollini onions planted in between them. And that's probably why these have like 0 pest pressure, because the onions are planted with them. So I love these dry branches right here when they dry with blueberries on them, because they become excellent decor. So these are hard, so I can go ahead and break this off. Now these branches get broken, birds break them sitting on them, you know, who knows, thunderstorm, whatever, but they're beautiful dry branches for decor, and this will just go in a vase. Thank you. Oh yeah. So these boxes came from Dickey Farms where we picked our strawberries, but we're just reusing them for our blueberries. Okay, y'all, I just harvested some mint because the blossoms are on it. I'm not worried about it reseeding. There's a ton there, but I want these blossoms to dry and be really pretty in like a floral arrangement. And this is where I picked it from. This pot is established and doing well. There's two different types of mint in here, but this one is doing really well. Okay, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this day in the life with me today. As you can see, a lot happens on a mini stead, especially when you have multiple different properties. Listen, y'all pray for me. I think I got in some poison ivy. I'm hoping not, but I'm going to go on in and get washed up. But thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button, subscribe, stick around with us, become part of the community. As always, I appreciate you for spending your time here with me. The Lord bless and keep you and make his face shine upon you. Until next time, y'all. Oh, by the way, you're definitely going to want to catch the next vlog because it's a travel vlog. Stay tuned.